Oh, you guys, stop it. Stop it. Fuck you. You ever notice that cunts are usually the angriest about being called cunts? It's an observation I made. I like that joke because it's literally only offensive to cunts. So, if you're getting mad right now, you might be revealing a little too much about yourselves. A little introspection might be in order. I don't know. Good. I like to open my set like that because it gets worse. So the Boston bombing, that was a horrible tragedy, right? Like 90-some people injured, 5 people died. One of the people that died in that was a child, right? And that seems like a high child mortality rate for a marathon because those things are fucking boring. Kids don't want to go to that shit. And I can envision this kid's day. He's like sitting there playing Xbox. His mom's like, all right, time to go to the marathon. He's like, Mom, I don't want to go to a marathon. I'm playing Xboxes. And his mom's like, look, your cousin Ronnie's running the marathon. We have to go out and support your cousin Ronnie. He's like, Mom, I'm about to prestige in the Call of Duties. And his mom's like, look, it's not going to kill you to come out and support your family. It's not going to kill you. He's dead now. That's the joke. He's dead. It killed him to support his family. It killed him. It killed him. So I'm poor. Any poor people out there? Any of you guys ever take a shower with dish soap? You ever do that? And then you go out to the bar later, and some chick's like, you smell nice, and you're stupid enough to tell her it's because you showered with citrus palm olive? You know? That's step 1 in not getting laid. That's not... Yeah, you guys are just like regular poor. I'm like, you're like dry bologna sandwich poor. I'm like check a bush for anthills before I sleep in it poor. It's a different level of poor. Anybody get excited when they see the sprinklers come on so they can get a drink of water? No? Just me? Fuck you guys. So I was talking to my roommate the other day, and by roommate, I mean guy that lets me sleep on his couch. And he's like, Zach, I need to get this notarized. How do you get things notarized? I go, well, you go to a notary. He goes, Zach, where are the notaries located? And it made me kind of angry. And I'm like, I'm drunk. It's 10 a.m. I'm making a pot of rice for the day. When was the last time you think I got something notarized? What the... Fucking idiot. You're confused right now. You don't know who you're talking to. You're almost confused as a tranny with amnesia. I don't know. Another conversation we had, he's like, Zach, did you take out the trash? I was like, no. He's like, why is there no trash in the trash can? I was like, oh, we're too poor to make trash. Like, first you need to acquire goods before you can throw them away. That's how trash, that's the whole idea behind trash. So I was trying to scheme up cash the other day, and had this idea. I'll go onto Craigslist, look in their free section, and then I'll just pick that shit up and sell it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I go on there, and there's one listing. It's for free bees. Not freebies, free bees. And you know you're in a tough spot when you're trying to flip bees in your head. How do we make these bees into profit? I hear there's a bee shortage in Cincinnati. How do you even ship bees? Is there a... Can we teach these bees to suck dick and then repost them onto Craigslist? Is that something we can do? Good. You ever see a homeless person and you think to yourself, nice tan. That's a solid fucking tan you got going, bro. So I don't get laid a lot. I don't know. And I think I'm fairly attractive, which makes it like worse to me. Like if I was ugly and I didn't get laid, I'd be like, oh shit, she didn't want to fuck me because I look like fucking Quasimodo. I don't know. An ugly reference. That's what I'm going. So I look like that thing. But I think I'm fairly attractive, which is worse because that means girls aren't fucking me for my personality. And there's like no plastic surgery for your soul. There's no like, I don't know how to Good. So I'm sitting at this bus stop one night, and this guy from his car in the parking lot behind me, he's like, "Hey, man, do you have a cigarette?" You know, I'm a nice guy. I run up, I give him a cigarette, but he has a car, so I'm like, "Hey, man, which way are you going?" He's like, "That way." I'm like, fucking fantastic, same way I'm going. "Hey, man, can I get a ride home?" Without missing a beat, he goes, "Sure, if I can suck your dick." And this confused me. I'm like, what, so I'm driving, or? Because in zero of my fucked up sex fantasies has a driver of the car ever blown me. That just seems unsafe. Yeah. Like I had not even considered that to be a real thing. Yeah, I got you. I just... And part of me is like, Zach, you have dignity. Just go wait for your bus. Larger part of me is like, you don't have any fucking dignity. That's like 2 extra hours of sleep you can get. Even larger part of me is like, this is hilarious. You have to let this man blow you. So we're driving down the road, and like halfway to the destination, he pulls off in this alley. And like, in reality, I could have got out then, but I'd still be taking the same bus. You know, so I'm fucked either way. Well, fucked one way, blown the other, and one of those is netting me 2 extra hours of sleep. So I stay in the car. And then it becomes very real to me that I'm about to get a blowjob from a fat, bald Mexican dude. Looks like he has a stack of hot dogs glued to the back of his neck. And I thought I could do better, but what? And then I realized I've never pulled out a flaccid dick for a blowjob before. That just seems kind of rude. So I'm doing mental exercises, you know, tits and ass, tits and ass. And it's working. I got like a half chub going. But as soon as I pull it out, like as soon as it touches his hand, it's like a vampire to sunlight. It's like pouring salt on a slug. My dick's collapsing in on itself like a dying star. And that's how I know I'm not gay. Like most of you people just figure you're not gay. I have done the research. I'll do one more. I'll get out of here. So I'm at this bar the other night, and this guy, he's making fun of me. He's like, "Hey, you're wearing a pink shirt. What are you, a fag? What are you, gay?" I'm like, this fucking idiot. You know, no, I'm not gay because I'm wearing a pink shirt. I'm gay because I love cock. You know, I just want to devour all the cocks until I pass out from exhaustion, and then I have a dream where I'm strolling through a forest of dicks with a picnic basket, but there's no food in there. It's full of dildos and lube. And I come across a clearing where there's a bear in an executioner's mask trying to flip over a car made of licorice, because I'm dreaming. I don't know how that shit works, but... But I help him, and in return, he bends me over that car and just starts drilling me in the ass with his giant bear dick. It's like 2 foot of bear cock just ramming me in the ass, you know? And I'm like moaning in pain and shit. And he starts coming, just like dumping gallons of bear cum into my asshole. And like, I start vomiting bear cum. Like, well, it's like bile and then shit and then bear cum. That's how your gastrointestinal system works. But this turns me on so much that I start coming, but I'm so full of bear cum by this point that I'm coming bear cum from my dick. And I wake up and I rub one out because that's a fantastic dream. And none of that has anything to do with the color of my shirt. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Zach Wiseman, have a good night.